I can't play all of what Fuentes says because Fuentes has some specific gamer words in his review that are not YouTube appropriate. Let's just say that.
I liked it. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was visually stunning. Wine dark seas. Oh, but you missed that part. Everybody's an Odyssey expert all of a sudden. But
oh God, dude, everybody is a fucking Odyssey expert, man. The whole fucking internet. I'm something of an Odyssey expert myself. I'm something of an Odyssey expert myself.
Missed wine dark sea. Why isn't it colorful? Why isn't it colorful? Why is it so dull? Wine dark seas.
Damn it, I thought I got past it. YouTube. I didn't mean for that to be in there. Fucking hell. I thought I was past it. Fuck.
It says it right there in the book. They're supposed to be dark. Why isn't the water stunningly blue? I can't even tell we're in the Mediterranean. First of all, it is a movie.
We gotta clip that.
That is a stylistic choice. Why isn't it like the photography of the behind the scenes? Because it is a movie. That's all the Nolan films are like this. Dunkirk, Dark Knight Rises. They're all like this. Secondly, Wine Dark Seas. I liked it. I thought it was good. And by the way, I don't even really care that much about the diversity.
This is listen to this part right here.
But an Indian was in my movie. Okay, and like, so what, honestly? Yeah, would I prefer all the characters in the movie were white? Of course. I wish all the characters in real life were white.
That is the quote of the century right there. That is the quote of the fucking century.
Movie were white? Of course. I wish all the characters in real life were white. Okay? You can't always get everything that you want. All the characters in the movie weren't white. Okay, well, like, that's just how everything is now. Well, we should boycott the movie. The movie made $300 million. So you and like, we shouldn't pay for this movie. You and what army? The movie made $280 million. It's the biggest director of the century, making the biggest story in the Western canon and the biggest global box opening of the decade. Well, we shouldn't buy a ticket. Okay. It's just it's crazy. I don't like that there's Indians in the movie. I don't like that there's Indians on planet Earth, but it is what it is.
I just wanted to play it because he's saying the things that I can't say on YouTube, but I want to replay the last part one more time.
Like that there's Indians in the movie. I don't like that there's Indians on planet Earth, but it is what it is. So the only thing that was offensive was the tranny. That was just like, that is the only thing that was totally inexcusable.
Yeah.
Because that was just ridiculous.
Agreed.
But I don't, Helen was black, whatever. The Indian was in there, whatever.
The conversation about this movie, I'm seeing people bring the whole, they're buying theaters out. I have been trying to tell everyone that this was going to happen, and no one wanted to listen to me. I warned you, and I warned you, and I warned you, and no one listened. And now, because it has completely backfired on everyone that said this movie was going to fail, now they are coming up with a new level of cope that they're buying out theaters. And I'm like, this is never going to end. You can either laugh about it or you can just take it seriously. I'm laughing about it. It's fucking crazy. The movie is shattering records all over the fucking place. Just like I said, it will continue to do so. Even after Spider-Man, it will continue to do so because it was always going to happen this way. No disrespect to you, Kongman, okay? But like, this is a classic example of what we're seeing right now. All right, Kongman says the success of the Odyssey will be Hollywood's green light to go full throttle on wokeness. Woke isn't over. The right just had a brief taste of minor victories the past few years, then proceeded to devour itself with Egyptian plane conspiracies and pure retardation. Kongman, you said it would flop. You literally said the movie would flop. Now, because it's not flopping, now you're shifting the goalpost. Either it was going to flop, and he said Minions was going to be a box office success. The fuck are we talking about? It was never going to flop. This is me telling all of you motherfuckers, November 23rd of 2025. There's a ton of problems with the casting. Elliot Page, what? I mean, I'm pretty sure this movie's going to make $1 billion. I think this is going to be a massive movie. I think
really, though?
Absolutely. Dude, Oppenheimer, a 3-hour biopic, made $950 million. Now, will it be good? That's a whole different story. It's going to be a massive success. It will. I think it's going to be a highly, highly divisive movie in a lot of ways, but I also think it will be a huge success. I get how right was I. Highly divisive, massive success, and here we are, and I was proven right. So that's the conversation now. They're buying movie theater tickets, guys. Fuck. This is why conservatives and the right they're so out of touch with reality right now. The truth is, people like the movie. Word of mouth is very, very strong, and it's going to make $1 billion. You're welcome, internet. I will continue to be the one that stood against all of the nonsense, telling you the truth, because we are kind of moving now. Pop culture is shifting into Candace Owens territory. Pop culture is now Candace Owens level, where we're just like making shit up. As a matter of fact, you know who's behind all of it? Do you know who's behind all of it? It's the Jews. After seeing Ben Shapiro say the movie was good, I'm convinced Israel is involved in the movie. I never really was that guy, but that really did it for me. It's the Jews. The Jews are behind the Odyssey success. Welcome to the Candace Owens world of pop culture now. Holy fuck. So they paid off Ben Shapiro, John Campea, Nick Fuentes, and Jeremy Johns. They're like, let's just round up all of these guys and let's throw them a big payday. It's the Jews. Good Lord. I even saw this one. Look at this. All right. It's not just the Jews. Oh, no, no, no. The CIA is behind the Odyssey's success. It's the CIA. Trump's CIA is now behind it. Nobody in IRL is talking about it. Trump's CIA, 100% behind this. It's a big conspiracy. That's where we are. So, like, what are you supposed to do with this shit? Groypers, Mossad, the CIA under Trump, the Jews, and the normies are all conspiring, guys. Conspiring to win over the box office. Fuck me, dude. Anyway, there's that.
How do you tell somebody that you care about deeply, I told you so? Gently, with a rose, in a funny way, like it's a hilarious joke? Or do you just let it go? Because saying it would just make things worse. Probably the funny way.
I get the concerns, and I share some of those concerns. I still think it's going to be a massive fucking hit. I think this movie is guaranteed to do $400 to $500 million just on Nolan fans. You know, Gary says Nolan's the biggest star in Hollywood right now. Like, he's the biggest name. Like, does anybody else turn the needle like him?
When a Christopher Nolan movie comes out, people pay attention. And
like,
that's
he's the biggest draw. Tom Cruise is the only guy you could say, but I mean, I think at this point in time, unless Tom Cruise is attached to a major franchise, it doesn't turn the needle. Christopher Nolan is the franchise.
Hollywood's the thing that set me down this road was when you said it's going to be mega successful.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think that $750, $800 million is mega successful for this movie in this context.
But it's nowhere near a flop. No, not even close.
I would agree.
Yeah. I understand that it is kind of universally just on this side of the internet that everybody's like, oh, the Odyssey is going to be this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty excited about it. And I think you guys are fucking retarded to think that nobody's excited about this shit. I think it looks bad when like this thing's going to be a pretty big success. I don't know how big of a success it's going to be. I have no idea. But I think it looks bad when like, you know, everybody is like in agreement that like, oh yeah, this is going to be a disaster and a dumpster fire. I don't think it's going to be a dumpster fire. I think it's going to be a great movie with some questionable casting decisions. I'm still sticking at $800 million personally, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a good movie with some very, very distracting casting that should be criticized like crazy. I still do think that the movie has a chance to be very good because it's Christopher Nolan, but there's a chance that this could be a step back for him as well. Time will tell, but I do think it's going to do pretty good at the box office. It's not going to fail. I just don't see there's almost no scenario where this movie fails, in my opinion. I have been saying consistently, even with all the controversy, even with all the hate, even with all the negativity, that I believe that the Odyssey will end up being a good movie, and I do believe it will be successful.
It's going to be a massive success.
You know, there's still people out there that think this movie's completely going to flop.
I know, they're retarded.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
So yes, the movie's going to make a lot of money. Is it going to make $1 billion? I don't know.
I'm thinking
I really
more around
don't
the
know.
800 million.
800
range.
has been the number that I've
think
been
that's
putting it at.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to make $1 billion. It would be better for me from a business standpoint to say, Christopher Nolan's going woke and he's ruining everything and all. Like, so I just have to be honest. I'm looking forward to it. 800 million is my number, but I think it's probably going to do over $1 billion. I don't like when everybody just agrees on every fucking thing, dude. It's boring as fuck. It's seriously boring as fuck. I am the one person in this sphere that has said, I think the Odyssey is going to be really good. Now, a lot of people have said they think it'll do well financially. I'm the only one that keeps saying, I think the movie's going to be really fucking good. I'm the only one that's had the balls to say that. And I stand by it. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong, but I'm pretty fucking confident I'm going to be right. A lot of people are missing the obvious that Christopher Nolan has not made a film that has performed terribly in his entire career. I tried to warn you. You all laughed at me. You all said I was just a Nolan fanboy. I said this movie is going to be a massive fucking success. Normies are going to eat it up. And we all called it woke DEI slop. So the next time woke DEI slop is mentioned, nobody's going to fucking take you seriously because the movie of the fucking year, everybody labeled it as woke DEI slop. And I said it. You're barking up the wrong fucking tree. And everybody looked at me and said, you're wrong. You're insane. You're stupid. And I'm like, okay, prepare to be looking very stupid in a few days. Criticize the casting because it should be criticized, but have a little perspective when you're talking about it. Or you can just be in your bubble or in your echo chamber and just bitch about things because it worked with Snow White. And it worked with Captain Marvel, and it worked with Kathleen Kennedy, and it worked with Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams in the Disney live-action remakes. You were all put in a fucking bot lobby in Fortnite, and they made you think that you were good. And then they put you in a fucking lobby with legit people, and now you're about to get fucking wrecked. DDayCobra, trying to warn everybody. Everybody gets mad. Try to tell the Kryptonian Council, guys, you're walking into a fucking buzzsaw. No, this is going to be a flop. This is going to be a disaster. This is going to ruin Nolan's career. Like, do you understand what the fuck's about to happen? No credibility after this. The next Disney movie that has dislikes, who the fuck's going to listen to that after the fucking Odyssey does $1 billion and everybody loves it? Who fucking cares? Context is important. Whether it's Rachel Zegler or Brie Larson or Rian Johnson or J.J. Abrams or Kathleen Kennedy, and we dunked on them. And then everybody just got the confidence that, oh, we can handle it. We can handle any lobby. And now you're being thrown into a real lobby against Nolan, and everybody thinks that this movie's going to flop, and you're going to all look like fucking retards. That's what's going to happen. This ain't Rachel Zegler. This ain't Brie Larson. This ain't Kathleen Kennedy. This ain't Rian Johnson. That's my argument, is like, people have no concept of what's about to happen. and it's going to make everybody look really fucking bad when this movie is a success and they're like, it was good. This is a flop. DEI flop because Matt Walsh told me. Okay. That's what I think. I think you all are in a fucking bubble and your bubble's about to get burst. This movie is going to be debated and discussed, and it's going to be a massive fucking success, just like I said. It just is.